welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Man United Agenda. For the first time in a couple of weeks, we actually have a full house. We have Yabba, we have Mr. B, and we have the dastardly demon of the agenda, Colum, aka Mr. Watchlong now, also in the house. It hasn't been a busy day in terms of Man United news, but it has been a day that the couple of stories that have come out have garnered a lot of reaction. There's Messrs. Sancho, Anthony, and Garnacho all finding their names mentioned in the black and white print in various newspapers. And I suppose we're going to dive into those stories, as well as a couple of new midfield targets that apparently Manchester United are pursuing post failing on Baliba. But before we go into that, there has been, I suppose, some unsubstantiated rumours going around the Twitterverse among some of the bigger Man United Twitter accounts about the fact that allegedly the door is closed on further purchases. And given the state of our goalkeeping position,
rebel.
Seems ill-advised.
So, are they saying there's going to be no more further deals? Is that dependent on players going out? Do you reckon?
Well, I think there has to be hogwash, because if we were going throwing 70 plus whatever down for Baliba, and that wasn't the number that got it done for Brighton, where did that money just go? Did it just go kapoof into the air? Because it doesn't make sense that we had money to pay for a midfielder if they kind of went, oh yeah, we'll take your 70 plus your add-ons, no bother. And all of a sudden now,
things like that, you have to look at the sources, and obviously they play the media, don't they? They know there's so many fan channels like ourselves, and everyone's watching Man United. Don't you think Man United is, like, when they say it's the biggest club, it's the most spoken about club as well? Don't you think? We are front page news, front back page news. We are in the news every day, and it gives us great content. Obviously, I would hate to be a fan of Brentford, because there'd be nothing going on. You'd hear about, oh, some poor old lady dropped a purse or something on Brentford High Street. But the news of Man United is worldwide, and we get a lot of content from that. But I do believe it's a bit of bluffing going on, guys, with these sort of stories. I still think there's weeks left, and there's still some spending to be done, especially if we get rid of the players as well. So, yeah, let's wait and watch your space.
Yeah, there's like 2 weeks left, isn't there? So I think we've definitely got the money there. I definitely think we'll be doing deals. But like you said, Yabba, big by name, big by nature. Everybody knows Manchester United sells papers, So when something happens, it's always Manchester United this, Manchester United that. I mean, I've seen things in the paper over the last 2 days saying how quiet Sesko was when he came on. It's like, did you not watch the game? Gyökeres was in like Delit's pocket all game. Why aren't you mentioning something about him? Because it doesn't sell papers. That's why.
Good point. Welcome back, by the way, Colin. It's been a while since you've been on the show, and it's nice to have the four horsemen in the house as well. But yeah, big up to Colin. Colin, every time I watch the intro and the goal to George, best goal, and the normal Whiteside, York and Cole, Cantona, and then finish off with Rooney, I always think of you, man. We've got the best intro on football Man United channels, I reckon.
I try. I do try.
Yes. Here, let me just, I suppose, tickle the news here. We've been bored of Anthony, and
can you just have a look in the private? Can somebody just have a look in the private?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Thank you, man. Cheers. Sorry.
Okay. We're now listening to this rumor of co-ownership again. Obviously, that's not something that Premier League clubs can do, but their kind of version of co-ownership is that United would retain a massive sell-on clause, essentially, as a put, and get very little in an upfront payment. Now, obviously, that does not satisfy our needs for PSR purposes, because we need to be making 34 million off his ass before we can break even on him. So, do you think this is Batiste kind of saying, look, Anthony, if you don't go anywhere, if you pull a Garnacho, if you pull a Sancho, start rejecting clubs left, right, and centre because you're a spoiled little brat, we might eventually get our way.
How much is he on? I think it's financial. Yeah, they're not going to keep that. They're not going to keep that in the reserves. They're not going to keep that. They're not going to keep that in the reserves. To be honest.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry, I got my invite. I've been very busy today. I didn't check my phone. Not been checking my phone last 24 hours. So you've got me for tonight and tonight only. Like it, lump it, get rid of me. Your choice. Andy says
we'll take you. We'll take you, Andy. No doubt about it. Andy, just quickly, did you go to the game on the weekend?
Yes, I did go to the game, but I didn't get in till 20 minutes in due to the new ticket scheme, NFC, which is a rip-off of UFC, Nottingham Fight Club. It's a joke. Honestly, I had to go three times to the ticket office. And I missed the goal, and I got in 20 minutes into the game. Absolute fast. It was 2,000 people stuck outside the ground. My dad got in the stadium early, so he's all right. He's buzzing with his new seat and his old block. Happy, he's like a 20-year-old again. I wish I was, Jesus. But yeah, the ticket farce is just it's a joke, mate. And a bit of communique. Oh, we sent out emails. That's what they said at the ticket office. Not everybody checks their phone every 2 minutes. People got lives. People got families to do. You know, my mobile phone ain't wedged to my eyeball every bleed second. Honestly, you know, I even said at the ticket office, you've got a Twitter page, you've got an Instagram page, you've got a Facebook page. Put it out there. Even if it's a week before, put it out on your socials, not on an email. And I'm a member. I had trouble. There was people with season tickets and members. Nobody could get in. I was seeing people going home. So an old bloke who's been going since 1966, he went, "Oh, sod this, I'm going home."
Wow.
You see, at the end of the day, I'm Jim Ratcliffe, and I can do what I want. I'll get a seat in the Southstand main stand. And I'll always screw the United fans. I'll always have a seat and not have to go back home myself through. But at the end of the day, I don't care. That's what Ratcliffe is. That's what Ineos is. No communique. I've had an email today from Must as well. And
from who?
Man United Supporters Trust.
Must.
Yeah. And asking, did you get in? And so I've said, no, I've sent all my details off and complained. So there's going to be some feedback. So, there's going to be some. They've communicated with the club and it's not happy. So, how about a refund, man? You know, I could do with 20, 25 quid back. £74 ticket, you know what I mean?
So, how can this be improved? I mean, for the next home game, are you planning on getting it early like your pops did? Or is it just going to be.
Got there early. I got there at 2:30, 20 to 3. And I didn't get in the ground till 10 to 5. It's a farce. Man United is still on Windows 95. Honestly, if you've got an Android phone, you are screwed. Yeah. Absolute screwed. If you got an iPhone, yeah.
Andy.
You know, if you got the latest Samsung, there was people there with the latest phones not working. Seriously, I had to go through my settings just to activate this, and then it still wouldn't work, and they had to issue me a barcode.
Actually, Andy, here's an interesting one for you. It wasn't just people having trouble getting in. I've seen people that arrived with ticket in paw, turned at the Stern turnstiles, were told their ticket wasn't valid, and there was 2 plonkers sitting in their seats above in the stand. They had resold them.
Well, welcome to say, who's the biggest tickets out there, gentlemen? Say no more, Mr. Club. It is the club itself. So say no more. Let's talk football instead.
Actually, speaking of football, I don't know if you've been watching the skullduggery with Garnacho and allegedly rejecting Bayern Munich, but apparently we're only going to sell him if we get 50 million. The Chelsea blue pricks that dump Sancho back at us only want to pay 25 million quid.
Well, he's not going.
Would you leave him rot for 3 years in the reserves just to prove a point?
In the words of Usher, let it burn. Let it burn. We'll do a video for it. We'll do a video with all the burning trees. Let him burn.
Yeah,
it's over. Let him burn. Got no sympathy. You know what I mean? Screw Sancho. Screw Garnacho. The Withenshaw Batman's gone. So sod him. You know what I mean? He's off at Barca bound. So yeah, just let him rot.
How true
do, Rebel? You keeping him?
Huh?
How true are the rumours about Bayern Munich? Is that just come? I didn't know about that.
They've been reported by various of the big Twitter accounts, but as I said, I haven't seen Ornstein or any of the Athletic mention it, so I'm not going to commit fully to it. But the fact that Sky are talking about 25 million, I'm letting that motherfucker burn and lose 3 years of his career. Let him lose the World Cup. Let him lose any possibility of playing for any top-level club ever again, because we got to stop this bullshit of players wagging the fucking club, because at the end of the day, they have a fucking contract. So they need to go where we decide to sell them for the money that we want to sell them. And if they want to pick and choose, pay out of your damn pocket for the difference, because why should the club lose money because you're an entitled little snowflake?
That's £4 each swear, Joe. But no, I actually agree with you, Rebel. At the end of the day, you're contracted to us. If we don't want to sell you to a rival, you go where we tell you to go. Otherwise, go sit with kids. Go on, jog on, go play. Well, go watch them play, or you're on sidelines because you're not allowed to. You know, I would make him go to every single game of the season and sit in there and make him watch.
Send him to Lee, to Atherton, to make him watch the under-18s, the women's. Send him there and ban him from Old Trafford. You're training with the girls. You're training with the under-18s. You're going to Lee, Atherton, down there. You can train down there. You get a couple of games if you're lucky. Stand a few autographs, but you ain't setting foot in Old Trafford again.
Send him to Ellen Road for every single game that they play. I can't think of anything worse.
Wow.
Here.
There's always a job to spread the red. You know what I mean? That's the only job you're going to get, mate.
We can help make this in kitchen.
Just throwing it out there. But is there a chance we might regret this? Say we get injuries or something. I mean, is it better to sort of keep good relations here and just try to sort of...
Yeah, but why should we be dictated by little shits? Another pound in a swear jar. Why should we be dictated by little shits? We're the only club where players dictate what they want to do. I don't see it at City. I don't see it at Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. That's it. It's time to lay the smacketh down, as The Rock would say. Just get them done. Dish out the tough stuff. If they're willing to give it out, they should be getting it back as well. And let them go cry to their agent. Let them go cry on social media. Because the fan base is... I dare you, Garnacho. I dare you, Sancho. Walk out into the centre circle in front of a 70,000. Walk out and think you've got the brass balls to do it and see what reception you'll get.
I mean, thinking with a level head here, and I am going to think I don't normally do this. I'm like Rebel. I'll shout and scream, but I'm going to think with a level head here. Yes, it could be a mistake because he has got so much potential that he's still there to reach. But on the other hand, I'm looking at the squad. We've got Bruno who can play as a 10, Ahmad who can play as a 10, Cunha who can play as a 10. Emblemo, who plays as a 10, Mason Mount, who plays as a 10. That's 5 players. He doesn't get in over any of them. So where does he play?
The problem is, once the window closes, you have to change your whole mindset because they're there until January at least, you know. So we've seen players turn it around. They've been out of favour and then they've played a couple games and got back on favour with the fans as well. So I'm not saying, you know, you can never, all I'm saying is never say never, because once that window shuts, if the players that are still there, you never know. They might have to get a phone call and say, "Come back."
Never played for the club again.
And
even think about the formation. You've said all of those players ahead of him, even the formation. He doesn't suit it. And are we forgetting about the Rashford shirt? Come on, man. People have he's slowly done it. Chelsea, if Chelsea wanted him, they would have bought him already. Look how much players Chelsea have bought already. You know, they're waiting to get him for
have a bit of discipline. So do Chelsea want that sort of bad apple in that dressing room?
Yeah, they do.
The last few seasons they've been. Oh, last season they progressed a lot, didn't they? You know what I mean? And they've got Champions League. They've won 2 trophies as well in the last couple of months. And what's the desire? Do they want to go on to win the Champions League, win the Premier League? Do you want to spoil a little brat in the dressing room? Because that's sort of what Sancho was in the Chelsea dressing room. When he's like, I heard rumours that he was sort of arrogant, think he's a dog's bollocks. You know what I mean? So, do Chelsea want that? Maybe is Garnacho? Is he above? Will he settle down? Will he calm down?
Or is it that his agent, whoever he is, has told him, look, players do things all the time. Obviously, it's because it's our club that we're the ones fuming with what he's done. But, you know, you look at the Isaac situation, you look at the Worcester situation, you look at Rooney back in the day, you look at Gerrard back in the day. Stuff happens. And players always try to engineer what they feel is the best way to get themselves out. I don't think he can play for us again, but I'll be honest, whether the window closes or not.
I know why Gerrard
stayed. Again? You know why
Gerrard stayed at Liverpool.
No, look, he didn't have the option, did he? You know, he didn't have the option. You know? He probably had 2 or 3 phone calls. So
you're on on that level.
See, so you know, players do things to engineer moves, and at the moment, it's us. These are the ones that we wanted out from before the season finished. The only one who's gone, the one who got all of the abuse was Rashford, and he's gone and he's now playing football. The rest of them are going to have no pre-season, you know, apart from turning out at 5 o'clock and the jogging that they're doing, you know, on the way home. That's so they're going into the season unfit anyway.
But there is interest
Sancho.
in Garnacho. But with
Garnacho, but he only wants to go to Chelsea.
Yeah, but out of the players that we want to release, there's interest in Garnacho. Seems to be he's got value. He's young. You know, there's potential there. Anyone, you know, we've got Bayern Munich, Chelsea. I think Spurs and Villa maybe were interested as well. These are big clubs, so there's interest. It's just with the other players, I'm concerned. There's not much interest. You mentioned the Sanchos, who's Malacia as well. I'm not hearing much rumors about those sort of guys. So I'm
Sancho's turned down everything. Sancho just wants the money.
Right.
He's done with football. You know, as I said, it's about mindset, in it. What's his name wants to talk about is he only wants.
I think with Sancho as well, being a World Cup year, could I push my way into the England team?
Oh, not a chance.
No, I'm just saying that would be if Sancho was professional enough, he would have took the move. He would have gone to Roma or gone to Besiktas or Juventus and just try and prove himself. But it's not career driven. It's money driven.
Yeah,
it's like Garnacho as well. Is Garnacho? Are you eyeing up the World Cup? Are you eyeing up? You want to be in the World Cup next year in the Argentina squad? You got a trophy to defend. Lionel Messi cannot win it for you again. You know what I mean?
I will say, sorry, Ben Jacobs has tweeted out that Garnacho turned down the approach from Bayern Munich.
Why?
He's an idiot.
That's his team behind him. That's not Garnacho, surely. Because if he goes, he's worried about not getting into the Argentinian team, but he's turning down probably, well, not
Champions
probably,
League
the best
Champions
League football.
Yeah.
He's turned all that down.
He came.
I know, and you got a chance of winning the Champions League as well. You always get into the quarterfinals, semi-finals, possibly finals of the Champions League.
That's a dream move. If I'm a footballer, I'd love to play for the biggest club in Germany. You're guaranteed trophies, and unless you're Harry Kane in his first season, but you're guaranteed trophies, and you'll be a star out there. The football
now. He won the Super Cup. He's got 2 trophies now. Harry's building. He'll have more than Garnacho in a bit.
It's like they play transitional football. I think it's suited for him. I know they're struggling with their wide players. Gunnabi and the French boy as well. They're getting on a bit. And that'd be a great move. If they're sniffing around, you don't turn that down. That's a bad look by him.
But you know what's interesting, though, Andy? When you look at the absolute dross Chelsea have been flogging for 45 and 50 bloody million, to have the cheek to value Garnacho at 25 million.
Wow, I didn't hear that. Jesus Christ. Yeah. And they got the audacity to sell us a second-hand player mount. You know what I mean? A second-hand for 65 million. They bent us over the barrel and we got 65 million quid. Jesus Christ. We've had 2 seasons, 3 goals, if that. You know what I mean? 8-9 appearances. That's it.
The best thing about this, Andy, is we're asking for 50 million based on the Madueke deal that they've done, the 48 plus £4 million move to Arsenal. That's what we're valuing Garnacho on. And they're saying no, 25.
Honestly, Chelsea is bent as anybody else as Man City. Honestly, yeah. And what was that player we were sniffing at Chelsea the other week before we got Sesko? That Chelsea striker. What?
Darren
Jackson, yeah. And they offered us 2 of them. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dream on, Chelsea. Dream on, honestly. 25 million. No, they're trying to play it hard. They're trying to play that hard. And so, I'd rather, do you know what? Let him rot. Honestly, why should Chelsea get a 25 million bargain, then go on to win the Premier League? Then you know we've been mugged. Nah, I'd rather let him rot in the reserves. He has said he wants to, I will rot in the reserves. So be it, mate. We're rot in the reserves. Don't care.
I don't think we're going to even let him near the reserves. He can train at 7 o'clock when everyone's got home.
You have to bring your own packed lunch, though. You can't eat in a canteen.
Wow. Where's the desire to play football? I mean, look, someone should be having a word with him and, talk him out of this. It reminds me, like Daniel Dubois, the boxer. He's just sacked his trainer Don Charles recently.
I know.
And do you see that?
His dad trading.
And his dad has got complete control of him, and his dad just talks through him. The kid doesn't know what he's doing. He just boxes, and his dad is controlling all aspects of his life. And I get the feeling that Garnacho is the same thing. They're thinking about maybe about the money, the finance, but they're not thinking about legacy. And Daniel Dubois was twice recently. His legacy's gone downhill. Go on, say about that.
Yeah, a bit like Rashford and his entourage.
Is it family based?
It'd be the same thing with Sancho, with Rashford and Garnacho. It's their entourage. It's Garnacho's brother. I mean, who's his agent, and it's all about image now. It's not career driven. It's not trophy driven. It's just what can I get? I want to go to Chelsea, living it up in the West End. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fulham Road. I go out nightclubbing. I can do this, that, X, Y, and Z. Photographs. You know what I mean? That's it.
Andy, I want to return to something that we discussed before you jumped on, and we had a kind of a lengthy debate about it yesterday in a kind of a new good, bad, and ugly segment that we did about the Arsenal United game. And we were talking about basically the Turkish goalkeeper with elastic wrists and bumble fingers on Anna, and how we reckon it would probably be negligence at this stage if Manchester United don't buy a new keeper.
Yeah, we were so good Sunday. We didn't deserve to lose. We should have got something in, maybe even won. I said this, Arsenal were like a walking dead corpse. Just twitch. And they snap something up and they were going nothing. And their lad, their new boy was absolutely garbage. You know what I mean? And we were going after him. So, and it's gone full circle and they were after Cisco. But on the keeper element, we need a keeper. So let me say, he didn't have a bad game apart from that mistake on Sunday. That was the only mistake, but we need a keeper. Tom Eaton would have smashed that away. Maybe Tom Eaton say fans, Carabao Cup's coming up. I play it nice and safe and put Tom Eaton in. Seriously, do you want to go to Wembley? Do you want to try and win a trophy, get into Europe next season? Tom Eaton all the way. That's it, man. Donnarumma, maybe, if we clang against Fulham next week, if we say we go out the Carabao Cup, lose, and Burnley's coming up, we lost to Fulham, we lost to Grimsby, Jesus Christ, due to goalie clangers, you know what I mean? And you're like, I think we need a keeper, man. Just after that Burnley game, panic. So you don't want it, but say we win 4-3, goalie, making mistakes. We're winning 3-2, 4-3 next couple of games. You're like, we're letting goals in because of goalkeepers. Seriously, and I know he's backing his keeper. I respect that. You got to do it. You can't criticise. Behind closed doors, you can tear him apart. You could tear him a new arsehole. And, this is unacceptable, lad. X, Y, and Z. You do that again, you're out, you're done. Next keeper. Eaton, you're in next game. He does a clanger against Sunday, then maybe the fingers are out. No.
But you think he's going to play? You think he's going to play Bader again?
I think he will.
He can never. No.
Oh, come on. Do you want Andre 3000?
No.
Against Fulham next week.
Look. Let's look. I understand Onana is trash. I get it. But when you have a goalkeeper, you see, even nowadays with how football's gone soft, Onana smashed a man in the side of his head, the Wolves guy. All right, it should have been a penalty, but the fact that he went to smash him is what I expect Bayindir to do. That's his space. They let him come into his house and shit all over his floor and then push him to make him push the ball in the net. Come on. Now,
it was weak. It was just like Tottenham
yeah,
goal.
exactly. And that's my point. Right. Yeah, Son. Was that against him or was that against Onana?
It was against Son.
There you go. So I'm not. Yeah, look. Buying this, Onana's poor. I get it, but there's no way if they have it has to be them two out of their two. Then I'm choosing Heaton.
Oh wow!
At least Heaton makes saves.
He's right. Honestly, out of them two, who's on the tour? Who's been more consistent? Who's been more trustworthy? And who's like shot stopping, palmed it away? I mean, the goals we conceded on the US tour. I mean, it wasn't his fault. It was due to the defending the goals against Everton. So yeah, I would consider Heaton. You want to get some points on the board before the mid-season break, the international break. I think we all demand United to take at least, I'll say 6 points out the next two games. Now you've got to get 6 points.
That's not even an issue. To be fair, I am expecting 6 points. So we got Fulham and Burnley. Yeah, I'm expecting 6 points. I think everybody's expecting 6 points.
I would play Eaton because, I rather
he's not going to be busy.
Assess it. Just get the points on the board, and you got a couple of days left of the transfer window. If something comes available, if somebody comes in, just go for it.
You see, obviously everybody knows goalkeeping's a bit my speciality area. I'm a goalkeeper. I do all the coaching and stuff. I'm still coach goalkeeping now. Galatasaray have just put in a 20 million euro bid plus add-ons for Costa. Why are we not all over that?
Oh, the Porto keeper. Wow.
Yeah. Why are we not all over that?
Well, you got to do sell Garnacho, and then you can get your keeper. And you got any money? You can easily get a midfielder.
You say that now, Andy, but we had money to do the Labour deal if they'd said yes for whatever the figure was. We don't know what it was, but we know it was north of 70 million. That means that if that's what they were going to pay and that's what they've had available, then surely, there must be a reason why that has now come out as public knowledge.
Oh, next summer, Mr. B, it's going to be a bidding war for that kid. If he has a plan of the season, believe me,
we've got no chance. He's done now. We had our chance to get him.
We had our chance. City, Liverpool be sniffing around Chelsea and all that. If Arsenal do well, unless they're second again, way away, they'll be sniffing around. So yeah, maybe our chance has gone. We have to look elsewhere or not. I heard today there was somebody from Sevilla and a midfielder.
There you go, right on cue.
Yeah.
But before we go into that, we did forget. Well, I forgot the housekeeping at the start of the show, so I'm just going to mention it now. We are on the road to 4K, and once we hit that 4K subscriber mark, you'll get the opportunity to possibly win the Man United jersey of your choice, as seen on screen. All you have to do is use that free like button. But the piece de la resistance, the creme de la creme, one of the most legendary servants to ever grace the greatest badge in English football, Mr. Robson. An authentically signed jersey, all for the price of 3 Freddo bars per month. And once we reach our target, we will be giving one of those subscribers, not Mr. B, not Solo, not Cullum, not Rebel, and I'm sorry, not Andy either, that jersey to take home with you. So you know what to do, lads. It's a very fair target. We're moving towards it, but until we hit it, we can't give this away. Maybe Cullum, if he's feeling generous, coming up towards Christmas, might give you a clue as to what the number is if we haven't hit it before then. But that's up to Cullum because he's in charge of this competition.
No, it looks really nice hung up in my room. I might just keep it there.
No, you don't.
It's now the target is now 10,000,000.
I feel a lawsuit coming on here from Mr. B. So quiet, honestly. Rebel knows people as well, so I won't say that.
Before we move on to the midfielders, I just found this on Twitter and I thought it was hilarious. Chelsea logic. 15 goals and assists, 51 million. 21 goals and assists, 25 million. You buy.
No, it's Arsenal logic.
Yeah. You know, you got to change the 2 and a 5, put it round to 52. Yeah, and then that's the same. Chelsea have the brain of Peter Griffin when it comes to transfers. Peter Griffin, you know what I mean? Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin are all rolled into one.
Yeah. It's not United news, but before you move on very quickly, Tottenham will be signing a player very, very soon.
Eze.
Yes.
Eze.
Agreement between Spurs and Palace has been verbally agreed, so that's going to be done.
Wow, that's a good sign, isn't it?
It's a good move for them.
But you know what that means, though? They will have hell freeze over before they allow Wharton to leave now.
Yep.
Yeah, because Gay is going to leave as well.
Yeah, I was about to say Gay is going to go into Liverpool.
It's you know what? Really, it's such a shame when you build a good side, like a good first 11, like Crystal Palace have had really good success, best success they've ever had by winning the FA Cup and then winning Charity Shield, and then it gets broken up. I mean, as a fan, that's like you must feel despair because you're seeing your top players leaving. I'd hate to be a fan of the club like that. You want to see something build, sustain itself, and see the players become legends at the club. But even Wilfred Shaw,
they are legends.
They're
legends.
Young age. You're saying they are legends. They are legends at Palace.
Mm.
So if Eze's done his bit, he shouldn't stay.
He's done more than apart from the players who maybe got them promoted. You know, you got to think they've never won a trophy. They've never ever won a trophy.
Yeah.
He goes with their blessing, and the fact that he played for 80 minutes, you know, should have come up with a goal. No, I think he goes with their blessing. I don't think he gets. He goes back to that stadium. He gets a boo. Him,
yeah, like Declan Rice at Arsenal, because he took West Ham won a trophy before he left, didn't they?
Yeah, but they'll still boo him though. They still cuss him.
It's true. They're horrible fans, aren't they?
Yeah, they still cuss him.
It's honestly to the levels of fans, man, innit? Like, you just helped us to a trophy in 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you come back. God.
And I gave the club 105 million.
I know you can't write this.
Funny enough, just speaking, I saw a clip the other day. It was in 1970 of Leeds against Man City when Man City were top. No, sorry, West Ham against Man City, and up front was Jeff Hurst and Jimmy Greaves for West Ham. Amazing! I was like, my gosh, what a strike force, you know? Considering, I mean, Jimmy Greaves should have been there in '66, but yeah, amazing. West Ham have got some history with great players, but yeah, it's a shame they've lost Kudos as well, and Kudos has gone to Spurs to play alongside Eze now. That's a really strong, physical, like we have, front three.
Actually, Andy, do you know if the beach ball that scored that goal against Liverpool is available to go on goal next week?
Say that again.
Do you remember there was a beach ball scored a goal against Liverpool a couple of seasons ago?
Oh, yeah. God, that's going back a bit there. Sunderland, yeah. The beach ball assist. Yeah, against Liverpool. That's going back. That's 15, 16, 17 years, isn't it? Yeah. Remember it well.
Time does fly. It's crazy.
But you did mention midfielders and you did mention Seville, Andy. So there he is. He's by the name of Agamor. He has a release clause. And guess what? Manchester United are trying to lowball a €40 million release clause.
Anyone know what sort of player he is, or if he's any good? I don't really know much
consistent.
about it.
He's consistent with Sevilla. He helped them stay up in La Liga last season, because usually Sevilla are fighting, trying to get in Europe, aren't they? Are winning Europa Leagues and beating us. You know, so that's what Sevilla usually do. But yeah, he's consistent. He's He's a stable target, and you just want a player to do a job. It don't have to be a glamorous signing. I mean, he could be on the level of a Vidic or a Patrice Evra or something like that. Just a consistent player who performs week in, week out, puts on a shirt, scores, provides, defends, and just goes home, takes a shower, goes home, and we're all happy with winning games.
But for 40 million, I didn't expect that. I don't know him, but he must be valued. He must be pretty good if they start saying 40 odd million.
I mean, what country is he from? Is he African?
French.
He's French. Well,
I take French midfielders. They adapt quickly. I'd have no problem.
French midfielders are a very talented bunch. So.
Funny, I heard, I don't know, I saw it somewhere in the news today that Camavinga, we were interested in him, weren't we, before he went to Real Madrid. Apparently, he might not be in the plans of Xabi Alonso. So they're talking about 80 million. They're sort of set a price at 80 million just to ward off other teams to sort of take a bid. But when I really considered it, I think we're interested in the Brighton boy and Adam Wharton and players of that sort of ilk. I think Camavinga is probably, if not better, has proven to be a really quality player. So if that comes true, I'd be really impressed. Rather than buying a 30-year-old Casemiro, we're getting a Camavinga who's like coming into his prime. He's
so
very.
Why do they want him gone? You got to think about why would he want him gone?
I just don't think he fits in Xavi's Alonso system.
Yeah.
Definitely comment funny is funny that one. Jesus. Oh, it's after the watershed. Thank God for that.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to work.
His knuckle for that, guys. You know what I mean?
oh Jesus, Hydro. Not Hydro.
I know. I can't put that one up on screen, bro. I'm sorry, man. I know you remember, but I can't put that one up on screen, bro.
Oh God.
Just quickly talk about pronunciations and all that. Has anyone mastered our new signing from Slovenia yet? How to say his name?
Sheshko. You're the only one who can't say his name.
Sheshko.
I started singing the Fong song. It's the only fucking Sesko I remember. He starts scoring. Let me see that Fong. Get a bit about that. Pop. He's there on the left. On the right. He's there in the middle. Pop, pop. Let me see that Fong. And he scores. Yo, Shefford Ed singing that, man. Oh, man. Yeah.
Stephanie, Paul Scholes is not in the room. Don't worry.
God's sake, Stephanie. You're a bit after the bleeding watershed now, aren't you? Just fire him in.
But Andy, I suppose we are 11 days, 12 days away from the end of the window. In your heart of hearts and in your own kind of most reasonable expectations, do you think there's actually going to be any more signings?
Depending on what happens in the next 3 games. If we are in absolute dire straits walk of life with that League Cup, we've got 0 points, and it's due to errors due to goalkeepers. Yeah, I expect. Man United have kept stuff close to the chest, so I expect they're playing cards close to the chest. Things can happen. Things that are beyond your control. So maybe, a player coming in, Sancho goes, Garnacho goes, 40 million deadline day, bang, there's a keeper. Bang, there's a midfielder. So if we sold 2 keepers, you have to bring 2 keepers in, or you get 1 keeper in, bring 1 keeper in, bring a midfielder in as well. So, quietly, you hold your cards to your chest, it's Vegas, isn't it?
You're really optimistic, aren't you, Andy?
Pardon?
You're really optimistic that we're going to get stuff done.
Well, considering the last weeks we believe with Mbeumo, and it was just like I don't care anymore. I was just fed up. I just think I didn't give a toss about it. It was the same everyday recycled stories. Then all of a sudden, bang! Then we got Cisco, bang! Everyone's buzzing. So I'm still, from what I've seen on Saturday at what I've seen Sunday on the pitch, that's good. I'm not moaning. I'm not angry. I'm quite pleased. I'm pleased. Oh, so yes, we lost. We're disappointed. But playing like that week in, week out and adding to it, we're going to places. We'll be okay this season. You've just got to add to it.
You've got the best seat in the house because you go to the games. Just want to ask you quickly, if you just make it punchy, but we were debating about certain players like Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw starting, the low and right wing back. What right now, with what what would be your starting 11 for Man United, including the goalkeeper?
Even the goalkeeper. I still say Eaton. I play Eaton Sunday, honestly, and I go with Delete. Below
Delete over Maguire.
Pardon?
So Delete over Maguire.
Yeah, Delete over Maguire because they played well. Maguire did well on Sunday, but everybody played well. Casemiro in midfield, no man, no. There was still a problem there. Bruno was quiet, and it's like I don't know what the strongest side is. You can't keep figuring it out, but the attacking lineup was good, fresh. I still didn't know what to do. I thought Patrice Durgit, brilliant on Sunday. Absolute hitting the post, driving with a bit of luck, with a bit of referee consistency. We would have had a penalty in the last minute. So the foul on the keeper, it was a mistake. We should have had a pen. We should have got something. I want to see it continue. There's that. I mean, there's spirit in the side. There's optimism there. You could see it because, like I say, the bad apples have been removed. Players are, they're going out the door. So I expect that level Sunday to be there again Sunday. Go to Fulham. Like I say, they battered on the door and they got a last-minute equaliser against Brighton on Sunday, didn't they? Or was it Saturday? So we're in for a tough game, but I fully expect with the Red Army barging down on the away stand, you got about 2,000-3,000 United fans. I think we demand 3 points on Sunday.
Andy, just talking about the squad and talking about our midfield options, aka the 6-8 access or the double six, or however you want to classify what he's doing there in his double midfield. At the moment, we have Casemiro, Ugarte, Kobe, who couldn't even get to see the grass on Sunday for whatever reason, and Bruno, who's being square pegged in there. If there's any sort of an injury there, we probably are in crisis. And one of the players that apparently has been added to the list is a guy called Angelo Stiller. Now, get a load of this fella here. Like, obviously he was a boxer in his day, I'd imagine. Because...
Yeah, I've seen the thumbnail before when you were loading up his...
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not... Okay, look, I'm not like God's gift, yeah? But fucking hell. I had to blow up the nose on it. I actually thought it was a big fuck up with the picture. That hooter, boy.
It's a medical condition, bless him.
Horrible set of twats. In the nose or something.
I'm sorry, man. I know we shouldn't. I'm sorry, man.
We shouldn't, but it's like staring at you see a nice girl in a bar and you're like, you're drinking your beer and everyone's looking, you're like, don't look.
But at the end of the day,
you're like, oh my God, you look the other way, you shouldn't be looking. And your missus is on your arm. You know what I mean? You get a clip round here. You can't help but stare at it.
At the end of the day, you're right. It could look like Sloth from Goonies as long as he can play football relatively well.
How do you know about Goonies? How do you know about the Goonies?
What do you know about Goonies, man?
I love the Goonies. It's such a great. Wow. It's a classic. The Goonies. I love it.
I bet you do the truffle shuffle in a minute, don't you?
I ain't got the belly for it.
Yabba has.
Yeah. You're more one-eyed Willie, aren't you? You dirty son.
but like this lad is 24 years old, played in Germany, started his career at Bayern Munich, went to Hoffenheim, now he's at Stuttgart. Now, Rebel, when I put this into the private chat, Rebel went straight in like, no, he can't run, he can't do this, he can't do that. When in fact, if you actually watch him, he can do all these things. I've been watching videos of him tracking back 45, 50 yards and getting the tackle in and clearing the ball. I've seen him taking first-time passes to him and hitting it into the box, into space and onto the top of the head of the strikers. First time. Set pieces, I've seen him whip him in to the striker where the striker's running. It doesn't have to be right where he is. I think we're sleeping on this lad a little bit.
Wow.
I think he's worth 35 million and people have been praising him. I've seen people call him the next Kimmich and the next Toni Kroos.
Wow.
They are big names to live up to.
Why nobody else in for him?
Yeah, we've been linked with him. We've been looking at him.
Okay. That might be a deadline day transfer, you might see. Completely out of the blue. Don't have to be a believer. It's like just a complete surprise. Everyone's like, who's he? He comes in and he just takes off and does well. That's what you want, isn't it?
We just need somebody to play
left-footed as well.
Yeah, left-footed central defensive midfielder.
Wow. That's news to me. But when you're getting those comparisons with those great players like Toni Kroos and the other guy, I think that's
I
have a look at him.
I don't know. They have to have done their homework. There's no way they were looking at Baleba and now they're looking at whoever they're looking at. We're not.
You've always got to have a backup plan, mate.
Yeah, and the more Ugarte comes in and plays how he played when he came on the other day, the more that they have to understand that.
The more Ugarte messes it up, the more we're going to be start thinking about it.
So they need They need another. They need.
Ugarte
they
starts
definitely need
stinking
something.
out the place. Well, I like Ugarte. You know what I mean? You could, but Ruben sold Ugarte, don't they? Next summer,
That-
we could have no bleeding midfield. Casemiro's going. Bruno could leave. Ugarte could leave. We could have sod all.
And Kone's probably got double vision after getting elbowed or something. You break his
Kobe's like that. You know what? I want to go. You know what I mean? It's contracts and all that. So we could have no midfield next summer. So get some midfielders in now to prepare for future departures.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one, though, Andy. I'm just looking about players that Manchester United signed that are of German descent, and it seems that we've only got one, and that was Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Yeah. It was.
It's a shame. What was that other one from Southampton?
Morgan
Schneiderlin.
Yeah, was he a midfielder?
Was he German?
Yeah, he's French, but he had a German name, didn't he?
Was he a midfielder? I was buzzing for him. I was buzzing him. Him and Schweinsteiger. I thought, yeah, we're gonna cook this season, and unfortunately we didn't.
Yeah, that was a flop.
I think if we're going to go for this lad and this bit, last thing I said, and we need to act fast because Real Madrid are also sniffing around him.
Oh wow! Obviously, he's known to the manager of Real Madrid, isn't he? He's an expert on German football.
Okay.
Just by I can't believe that Schweinsteiger is the only German player we've ever had. I'm really shocked by that. That's one for my quiz question.
9.
Well, we all know the answer now.
Yeah. I won't be inviting you. That's all.
Interestingly, though,
only German player? Jesus Christ!
I'm actually trying to think now.
Yeah, that's what got me bugged. I'm sure there's one, but wow, it's amazing. Germany got so many great players over the years, and we haven't really got many.
Interestingly, just to kind of name a few, I think Lehmann, Didi Hamann, Balak, Sane, Gundogan, Hoot, Klinsmann, Ozil, Mertesacker, Ziggy, Rudiger, Kai Havertz, Podolski, Grob, Hurtenspicker.
Thomas,
in that sausage. Morgenschmick at the Oktoberfest. Is that what you get with a beer?
There's not actually that many German players that have actually gone nuclear in the Premier League when you kind of look at the list of players that played there. Like, we've either had people that came in at the end of their careers. So it makes you wonder, though, how suitable are they to the Premier League?
It was actually at Liverpool. You had Haman, who played for City, and you got the Leverkusen coach as well, who's at Real Madrid now. So yeah,
there was actually a German player signed for United before Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Oh,
he signed in 2003.
Did he play?
No, he never played, but he signed for us.
Okay. Go on in.
Yeah.
Take that out of misery. Who is it?
It's Marcus Neumann.
No, I would have known that. I don't know who that is.
He was labelled the new Beckham when we signed him.
Okay.
And then never played and then got sold.
The new Beckham. And we signed a bloody Ronaldo the same summer, didn't we? So, yeah.
Just to end on a bit of hysterics, because we did manage to kind of go out laughing the last day, Andy, when you were on. But take a gander at this.
Oh, that's so funny, man. That's so funny. It's good to see. Even I had a pop at the Arsenal fans going out the stadium, man. I walked from my seat, I walked across the entire block behind the goal, and I walked right in front of the Arsenal fans. And I just had to give it. I thought, because you're so jammy today, I just said, second again. Woo. You win FR. You've won a COVID FA Cup. I'm sorry, man. I had to get it off my chest, and I felt so good. Arsenal fan, you finished 15th last season. So what? You won nothing either. You know what I mean? You've won nothing in 5 years. You'll never be the bridesmaid with that trophy on the balcony at night. You'll never get that dirty weekend. You'll never get the trophy over the veranda for all to see. Well, you know what I mean? You'll never get it.
Yeah. Well, I've also, I'll put something forward that's a little funny because I always have Twitter open so I can keep an eye on what's going off. I've seen a post from an Arsenal fan saying Gyökeres is going to cook, he's going to bang goals. So I clicked on it to see what they're on about. And it's because he's been made the official penalty taker at Arsenal Football Club.
Oh, God.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So that's Saka's numbers down the toilet then. That's gonna be so.
Yeah, but he's going to cook, Mr. B. He's going to cook.
Oh my God!
Oh, like the
They
Swedish
really want him
chef
to get the goal.
Like the Swedish chef from the Muppets. You put the bird in, the bird in, the top. Are you Swedish in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bird in, the bird in, the top. Birdie, birdie, birdie. That's all you're going to do. If you're not cooking, you're not going to be doing anything.
Actually, this is coming from Mike Keegan. I don't know how reputable he is. Manchester United won't allow Garnacho to leave unless the £50 million price tag has been met.
Good.
Good, yeah, fair. Yeah, why should we be dictated by little shits and what you call it, agents and football rivals from other clubs, you know? So, like, yeah, just let him rot, let him burn.
What was the turning point for you guys with Garnacho? Because I remember he scored an overhead kick and he was doing the celebration with the youngsters on the hoarding board. And whatever. So what was the turning point for you where you said, "No, enough's enough"?
Rashford jumper, the Rashford t-shirt thing.
Yeah,
that was me done. I knew.
Right.
I knew it was done after that.
Yeah. By the way, did you know that Gyökeres had 21 hair touches in the game versus United?
You've been watching that video. The same one I've watched.
And
You know what? When you look at it,
has had more touches of his hair than the ball.
I know we ain't seen much of Xisco or whatever his name is yet, but I did like the look of him. And compared to João Pedro's just been bought, Delap, we got Isaac as well. He's a top player. I think he's going to be all right. I think he's going to score goals in the Premier. Looks suited for it. I don't know. You're a big guy, Andy. You're 6 foot plus. He looks like a giant, doesn't he? I'm watching from a screen, but he looks like a
fine.
Yeah, he does. He looks a big man of jammer, and I'm sure he'll do well. Yeah, and I've seen that today. Newcastle after the Brentford player? The Brentford player wants to go on strike.
Wissa.
I'm seeing it in the Sun today. Was the Brentford are after a Brentford lad, aren't they? And he wants to go. He's trying to push it through. He's refusing to play. So Newcastle fans are you're moaning, you're bitching about Isaac. So you're so full of yourself. You're so full of yourself. Newcastle fans, just like the beef for Island Boss. That's Newcastle fans at the moment. How many beef for Island Boss like, man? Way, man. Yeah. Just stay away from Bonnie Blue, mate.
I will talk about this in a second, but I've just seen Fabrizio Romano's done a video. And in that video it says, many of those who are close to Arian Rabo's camp are proposing the opportunity to offer the clubs, for example, Manchester United.
To who, sorry?
Many clubs. He's gonna get passed
Rabiot.
about.
I do not want him and his mother anywhere near our bloody club. We have enough divas already.
Is that him again with his mum from Juventus?
Yeah.
He's at Marseille, isn't he?
He's had to be let go.
From Marseille. Wow. He was at Marseille, wasn't he?
They want him gone.
Jesus
something wrong there.
Mummy, get that. Mummy, I want that toy. Mummy, I want this. I want that. Jesus Christ.
There's something going on. You must have a bad reaction.
Grow some balls and fucking sort your own career out. You know what I mean?
It's too late. We were interested a few years ago, but nah, not now.
Yeah, you don't get dictated like. Was it last year we were looking at? Was it United's? What was he called? He jetted over to Italy to speak to his mum or something. You're gonna take her out on a date and wine and dine her at the same time. That was the rumours, wasn't it? You know what I mean? She's a cougar. You're gonna date her to get the transfer through. Oh, Jesus Christ!
No. Like,
Before we go, though, lads, can I just get your critique on this? This is the new Premier League graphics for starting lineups. Do you believe someone's actually paid to come up with that abortion of a fucking picture?
Hey, Sir Jim, listen, Sir Jim. I'm available for hire. I can do better than that. Come on.
It doesn't even show.
This is actually it. This is actually United.
Yeah.
Proper.
Is this United budget? Is this on the budget? Is this, the font and the you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the back of the shirt, though, and that's their style. They're doing that kind of, when they've got their game day and
they're making it. If you look at the bottom of the 7, it's like a fork in it. It's a devil thing.
No, yeah,
you see it on the 7, you see it on the 10, on the 1,
on the 1, on the 4. Oh yeah,
I rebuke that 7. Devil starting there. Yeah, no, I don't like the look of that, because you look at the lineup, you want to see where they're playing. You'll be sort of trying to work out, who's playing where.
Oh shit! I've just realised it's just shirt numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. But this is what I'm saying.
Confused the position.
That's what I'm saying, Sir Jim. If you're listening, my work is here. I will happily come aboard. Champers,
I want in though. You got to bring me in.
At the end of the day, mate, you got to show us what you can do on the pitch first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll go for a graphic design job. I'll end up playing central defensive midfield.
God, I hurt my throat doing that. It hurts my throat doing that. I've been doing that last couple of days, ripping Jim Ratcliffe. At the end of the day, I've got sore throat now, and I'm on strepsils. You know what I mean?
Well, folks, we've been going at this for just over an hour. Apparently, just kind of an unrelated news, Rodrigo got 0 minutes again for Real Madrid tonight. Unused substitute the previous game against Oceana. So it's looking like the Spuds might try and move for him now instead of Savinho.
I think he's Arsenal bound now.
Who?
Rodrigo.
Not Man City.
I think he's Arsenal bound because that's why they swear from Eze to go get Rodrigo.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Good player there. But we got our own Brazilian. I think Cunha looked brilliant the other day. He looks so strong, he's powerful and drive with the ball. And he's got attitude as well. I like how he gives it to the players. So he's my Brazilian magic man right now. Best one since Anderson. Mr. Anderson. But yeah, I'm really happy with Cunha.
There's one thing I want to say, Rebel, before you decide to wrap things up. When you were talking about Sesko and obviously him scoring goals, there's a very famous line from a movie called The Field of Dreams, which is, if you build it, he will come. Well, if you cross it, he will score.
That's not Field of Dreams. That's bloody Wayne's World. Bloody Wayne's World, man.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Don't call me Field of Dreams. Bloody Wayne's
These
World.
educated people I'm on with here.
You build it.
Wayne's World.
I'm going to say quoi.
Is it really Wayne's World?
You're ripping off a movie.
Fields of Dreams.
Before you were even born, it was used in another one.
Field of Dreams is the baseball one with Kevin Costner, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched that years ago. I haven't seen it for years.
Most famously associated with Fields of Dreams.
Oh, wow. I'm going to look that up.
Before we go, Andy, let good people know where to find you.
You can find me on the Manchester United agenda Monday to Wednesday at the time of my choosing, or if I ever get into the ground at Old Trafford, thank you, flipping ticket system. But you'll find me here absorbing the culture that is Manchester United and releasing the tension and the frustration of not getting in the ground. Thank you.
And on that bombshell, let's hope that they sort out their rickety ticket system. Maybe they could hire a few more stewards. Garnacho, complaints department next week.
There's always a job, there's always a job for the stewards, taking on Garnacho. You can be a steward, man. To be fair to the poor stewards, they didn't even know what they were doing either. They were given no supervision and no, they didn't know what they were doing. And I felt sorry for him as much. You want to snap at somebody, you want to put their hands around the neck and throttle them, but it's oh God, we've notified Android. Wow, that's really helping me, love. When it's 20 minutes in, United's 1-0 down, and I can't even get in the ground.
In the theme of Wayne's World, can we go out in style? Me in the front seat, Bohemian Rhapsody.